All right, so here's the otherworldly elite flyweight out of Guadalajara, Mexico, Alexa Grasso. And it's interesting to look back to early portions of her UFC career. After the Carla Esparza loss in 2019, she had lost 3 of 5, and nobody envisioned her as a future UFC champion, but she has stayed committed to the cause every step of the way. Her grappling improvement has been unbelievable. She's always been an outstanding boxer, but she has honed that, of course, under her uncle, Francisco Grasso. This is one of the very best flyweights in the world. She is as committed to the cause as any man or woman in the world. I'm excited to see what she can do with this showcase here tonight. Well, if looks could kill DC, here is Thug Rose Namajunas, the former UFC strawweight champion, and still one of the best, if not the best, 115-pound fighter in the world.
When you watch Namajunas and she looks at her opponents, it's stone cold. She's looking right through them. You see her opponents try to engage her in trash talk to try to break the psyche of Namajunas, and she just looks it down, stares right through it, and says, you know what? On tomorrow, I get to show you with my fists, my knees, and my feet. And when she's fighting, she's one of the best fighters this division's ever seen. And we saw that tonight. She knocked out Joanna Jacek in the very first round.
You ain't winning a staring contest with Thug Rose Namajunas, and you're probably not winning a cage fight against her either. Namajunas is back for more here tonight. Rose Namajunas has stepped inside the octagon and is ready to fight. All right, without further delay, let's get you tonight's tale of the tape. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC flyweight champion of the world, Alexa Grasso. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Thug Rose Namajunas.
The veteran Herbert Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Let's do it.
All right, we are underway. Here is Thug Rose Namajunas with Trevor Whitman in her corner. She's not afraid to let the fight come to her. Certainly has some first-round finishes to her credit. Angela Hill, UFC 192 comes to mind, but this is a fighter who gets stronger as the fight goes on. We'll see how Namajunas approaches things here in the early going. Namajunas going for the body. Missed with that kick. Oh, nice technique by her there on the side kick, DC. Defensively, how do you stop?
When somebody's trying to side kick you, you got to take your outside arm, roll that kick onto the side, or just move your feet a little bit. But it's hard when somebody's so good at doing that specific strike.
Well, seemingly, even when she gets her hands up, a lot of these strikes are getting through, and looks like some swelling on her head area.
I mean, swelling on her head. You know, she's getting beat up. Make no mistake about it. She's taken far too many of these shots. What she needs to do is get active in her defense. Make sure that she doesn't get hit with too many of these shots clean. Because while it may not be bad yet, it's only going to get worse.
Under 3 minutes to go in round one. Well, she continues to land to the body, attacking those organs, right? Not a lot of protection there, and you're seeing some visible damage now on the other side.
Visible damage. She's done a tremendous job understanding and recognizing where the weakness was. And she has exploited that, and she's going to continue as she tries to get her hand raised.
both sides in that exchange. Oh, look at that double leg takedown by her there. She's as good with that takedown attempt as any fighter, I would think, in this division.
As good as anybody across any division, across any gender in mixed martial arts. It's a confidence that she has when it comes to that specific takedown attempt.
All right, into full guard here, DC. Where does she go from here?
She needs to be passing, right away passing, trying to pass to get 5th round and pound off.
Nice 1-2 there. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Nice body kick there. "30 seconds now to go in round 1.
Oh, big elbow.
And she did not miss there. This could be the end, DC.
I mean, she hurt her so bad with that big head kick. I don't know how she's standing.
How about those 5 minutes? Heading back to the corner now. Grasso's got a real significant cut above the eye. We'll see if the cut man can stop the bleeding.
It's way too crazy for her, okay? You just gotta keep it up. You can do it.
Well, at some point, she's going to have to shore things up defensively. Let us get you some replays and show you some strikes that led to all that damage.
Just beautiful striking on display, but it's easy to look like this whenever your opponent just refuses to move their head. She was able to land and land at will, and now you see all that swelling on her opponent's face.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round 2 underway. Well, pretty good showcase for these two. She's wobbly now.
She's hurt very bad. She's on skates. She has to get moving. If she stays in front of her opponent, she's going to take one. Oh, another one.
Namajunas is cut now above the eye, courtesy of that strike. We will keep an eye on it as the fight continues. Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially... Look for her to throw that overhand again here. Oh my goodness, back and forth we go. Massive shots being landed on both sides.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing. Another one. You cannot sit in this position. The referee will have no choice but to stop the fight.
All right, so no surprise to see her. Oh, she made that one count. Namajunas getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes.
She lands a massive shot from the top. This fight's getting close to being finished.
Oh, huge ground strikes. Lands with the ground and pound. Oh, huge elbow. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground.
I need you to fight back.
Herb Dean steps in. Holy smokes. What a fight. Well, there is going to be no denying her now. A huge TKO result here tonight, and this crowd is letting her know.
John, you know how much I love to talk, and I'm sitting here almost speechless because this young lady looked amazing. She said she was going to get a finish, and that's exactly what she did. Wow.
All right, let's get to the official decision. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 26 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Alexa Grasso.
All right, you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. Buff, careful on the stairs down, man. But Alexa Grasso, your winner by TKO, and really played to her strengths well here tonight.
She did. You know, she knows that her boxing is going to be the key. So she used her boxing to hurt her opponent. Then when she got the opportunity to finish, she got it done.